Okay, so getting on to our second project. Here we're going to do some glass as well, but we're not going to make it frosted, and we're going to make more of a perfume bottle than we are a cologne bottle. So it's going to be more square, but also round. Let me show you what I mean. Let's click over to the Create tab, select a box, and we're going to draw out just a, nice little perfume size box. Okay, but before I finish this, we'll press N to open up the numerics, and let's put about 5 segments on the Y, maybe 6. And let's put about 5 on the X as well as the Z, like that. Okay, just so it's segmented a bit. But also, we're going to hit Smooth Edge, and we're going to increase the radius a bit too, about like that. It's going to round out those corners for us, about 100 millimeters. Okay, we don't need any segments for the radius. What that will do, if you zoom in here, maybe we could put 1 on, but not necessary really. That's going to add some segments in there. We're going to end up putting we'll keep 2 on there. We're going to end up putting a subdivision on later, so we're going to just leave that maybe at 2. You don't need to put too much. So we'll turn that off, press the A key to fit, press F2 to center, and there you go. Congratulations. No. All right, so the next part, here's what we're going to do. We're going to shape this and do a nice bottle. This bottle needs to be not square, but not round. We need kind of a combo of sorts. So under the modify, I'm going to choose my size tool. All right. And size is just going to size it up. But what we're going to do is use the right mouse button to set a range of influence. Okay. If you press your numerics, you'll see that we have a radial fall off selected. Okay. And what I can do with that is just give it some fun, unique shapes. All right. So let's undo and get to the size we want, just about like this. I want to make sure that that crosshair is perfectly centered so we're even on all sides. I'm going to size it like that. And then with the left mouse, you can just increase it about like that. Okay? And maybe I might just move this up. I'm going to see how it looks if I just move it up a little bit towards the top. Yeah, no, we're going to keep it in the center where we had it. I'm just going to try that. Okay, so that's just going to round it out for us. Just a little bit. That's all we need. Okay? The next thing we're going to do is taper it. So come down here to taper. We're going to use a linear fall off. And to determine that, we're going to take our right mouse at the bottom and drag up. And this little necktie basically tells you more influence where it's fatter, less influence where it's not. And then with that, I can just click and drag with the left mouse. And you can see that I'm tapering off across the top. Okay. If you ever need to make an anvil or something like that, that's a great way to do it. And then finally, we're going to use twist. And for the twist, we're going to use a linear fall off as well. And again, with the right mouse, drag it up from the bottom. That means more influence at the top, less at the bottom. And then with the left mouse, we're just going to twist it about 45 degrees. And I'm looking at the square top up here. You can also see when I did 44, I was pretty close. 45 degrees. Okay? So instead of the twist applying to the whole object, it only applied just to the top. And you get this really kind of cool, fun shape. Okay? Now we're going to need to flatten out the bottom, and then we're going to add some detail here, and then we're actually going to show you how to make a round hole right in the top. Okay? If you come and take a look at this and press the Tab key, you can see that now we have a nice, cool-looking bottle with some nice edges, some nice surfaces on it, and that's going to handle the glass very well. So go ahead and try that, and then let's move on to the next video and do the next part.